two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he stopped immediately there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Jackson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Trubisky to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. And Trubisky's going to keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson will throw again. going to come up short. Low throw.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have it.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Ravens have got it. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll try to run for over Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Trubisky. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On first down, Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back now in Pittsburgh.
been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now it's Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Okay, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Jackson now down around his goal line. On the move to his left. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The gut with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage. A little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Getting down to the good stuff. All time with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jackson. Dobbins with it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he goes out right around the 39. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So a huge gain on the ground here puts him into a wonderful spot. And remember, of course, a touchdown wins it.
And we're in overtime, right? So you have to think defense has been out there for 4 quarters, might be a little bit tired. The attrition of the game may have led to that long run.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming. For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. It might be necessary here in OT.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.